Hello people, thank you for tuning in. Today we have a really cool update from new brand relatively in flashlights, Tunenge, I think. This is the S15 model. I recently reviewed their S12 line of flashlights. These are Keychain flashlights, which were very cool. I had a very positive feedback on their S12 line. This is the S12 Pro. And they also sent me their S15 line and S15 Pro. These are almost identical in size, shape, almost identical. There's slight differences, but you can think of them as the same size. These are the Pro versions. Let me go through the regular ones first really quickly and the basic concept. So these are aluminum, and the S12 line, which this is also S12 and they make it in various colors. The S12 line is in polycarbonate plastic, strong, very durable. These forms and shapes are all over the place on AliExpress, and they've been doing this for a while now. So I mean, it's quite sturdy and reliable in that. But the Tunenge setup. Do not confuse this with the generic ones on AliExpress. This is actual 365 nanometer UV on their Pro version, and they do have a decent quality LEDs, and the whole thing comes with my discount codes. This I believe is around $15 or below $20. Check the links below and you'll see, but very cheap. So the concept basically is that very often try to bring you guys the very best. What's on the market, the very best and premium. Not by price necessarily, or actually who wants to pay extra, right? So I try not to choose overpriced products, filter those out, and see what are the best EDC items within the price ranges. What's best in under 20, under 50, under 100, under 300, under 500, whatever. So for now, and I've done my research, I think, but please, I make mistakes and I can't cover everything. So if you know of better stuff at competitive prices, please do comment, because this is an open channel. I don't have anything closed on the comments. Anybody can come in and say whatever they like, so please share. Now, I think that under and around $20, Tunenge offers the best keychain flashlights, which I actually call EDC, but is essential, not everyday carry, but essential. Quick explanation. This is always with me. This is my keychain. My essentials are first the knife, Victorinox. This is my most used knife. It's like my personal hygiene type of, I do everything basically with this knife, and then I have larger knives. I don't open my boxes with my larger fixed blades, etc. So the next item would be the flashlight, which is the Rovivon Aurora A8. And the next thing that I carry is fire source, always on me. This time it's the Maratak. When I say this time, recently it has become the Maratak Split Peanut. This is a must-have for EDCers. Just trust me and go ahead and get it in titanium. Anyway, by the way, check out my Maratak review videos. I have plenty, and specifically for those lighters as well. So, sorry for jumping around. Anyway, this is my essential carry. Currently, I carry the Rovivon A8 as a flashlight, essential carry flashlight, only because I have it. I purchased it because I think this is the best one under $50. Actually, with all the discounts, and please use my codes. I do have discounts always for you. This should come out to around $40. Not 50. So I do think at that price this is the best, and I do carry it. Now, what if you can't afford $40 and you want to spend around 20? These Pro versions definitely are up to par. They're not the same quality, but they're half the price. So I strongly recommend you check them out. If you want the metal version, aluminum version, they have it, but the things are, this is closed. This guy you can open and you can service the O-ring in there, etc. It has two O-rings. It has one under here and it has one on this aluminum lip over the lens. so it is protected. If it falls, it does have the drop protection rating as well. How are these different, the S15 versions, different to the S12? Well, this is aluminum and it'll be significantly tougher. When I search for things, right, I type in certain keywords or I look for certain traits in products. When I discovered Rovivon, and this, I loved it. They have aluminum versions, they have titanium versions of this exact same shape and size factor. And I love those, but I wanted this side light functionality. Unfortunately, right now Rovivon does not have that, and so I started looking and I purchased this. I watched reviews. They've been banging hammers on this and it withstands. One thing I was concerned about was this keyring area, I guess, whether it would be strong enough, but it has withheld very, very well without any cracks, any issues so far, and I think it will just continue years on. But there's no arguing if you bang against something or fall or bang against a rock or some hard surface, this could in your pocket get damaged more than an aluminum one. You'd get seriously injured before this breaks. There's a fall or banging against something or whatever. So definitely the aluminum is more durable strength-wise, okay? That is the only difference. The rest, the Pro versions are set up the same. They have the same side lights. They have the same outputs on the LEDs. They have the same LEDs. So basically, only difference is this is aluminum, this is polycarbonate. When I discovered this, and I couldn't see Rovivon making this version with steel and this insert with the side lights, I started searching. Actually, I found Coast makes one, or actually maybe two versions. They make something like this, one without and one with these side lights, but it's significantly more expensive and it is the same exact light, I think. Anyway, so I like this very much. I strongly recommend, if you want a good quality Keychain essential carry, EDC carry light for about 20 bucks, this is the best that I was able to find. Now, the only thing that I wish they've done is, and I don't know why this happened, they've got a steel button on polycarbonate and then plastic button on the aluminum. I would have liked stainless steel button over here or an aluminum, but some sort of metal button, because that's the whole idea right here, is to get the metal case. I have no issues with this one. These are good. One note is these clips. The clips are the same for all. They're set up the same and they will act the same. I do have with Tunenge one more note about the clip. This side itself, I have no issues here, but the clip is not very sturdy. You see that? And because the clip is quite strong, as you saw there, it can pop off when you try to clip it to whatever. Not to your pocket, like a jeans pocket, it probably won't happen, but if you're trying to put it over something thicker like your cap, it could happen. You see how it moves out? There you go. So Tunenge, this is a very good flashlight, but please, on your next versions, think of a thicker steel here and maybe go in a bit deeper. Maybe make the groove of the body itself a bit deeper so the clip sits inside. That's it. Very good flashlights. Actually, as you see, I don't use a clip. I use the magnet if I need. I've permanently glued the magnet on the Rovivon. You don't have to do this here. They've done, the magnets are permanently inside, part off. Same here, part of the body. Now, what's cool here is, in case of Rovivon, for example, sometimes you may not want the magnet around a mechanical watch unless it is magnetically protected. And so I was thinking of a watch, and that's instead I should have said pocket. You may have something in your pocket, or you just may be wary of magnets. You put your watch down and this is your essential stuff, and something is magnetized, and then the spring gets messed up and magnetized on your watch. So they give you options. So the options are, in case of Tunenge, you can get one without magnet or you can get one with magnet, and that is permanent, whichever one you choose. On Rovivon, it comes with a clip. So the same flashlight, you can put a magnet on the cap or you can remove it. And Tunenge does the same thing. They give you those options if you do want to get one without the magnet, but I'm not sure that they have one on the Pro version, on the S15 or the S12. I don't think so. These are permanent. Now they have beefed up these magnets from their original. These versions were not very strong and they seemed to slide down, so they noticed that and they beefed up the magnets. These are perfect now, no issues with this. Long story short, guys and girls, because I fortunately actually have some representatives of the better half subscribed, so thank you very much, ladies. Now, long story short, I will strongly recommend both of these lights, not the regular versions, for the simple reason that for a couple of more bucks you're just getting the Pro versions, almost the same price, $2 or $3 difference, and you get the Pro versions. That's the only thing. Quality wise, they're all the same quality, but LEDs on the main outputs are also beefed up and better with higher outputs on the Pro versions. That's, it's not only the side lights that are different. And again, the difference on the side lights is that these do get the actual 365 nanometer UV, unlike the regular versions. These have 395. So now here are the specs. We have the S15, the S15 Pro, and then S12 Pro version. So just to show you that the instruction manuals are identical. Basically, the only thing is here it says S12 Pro and here it says S15 Pro. So the light outputs here are identical. And also, again, this is a very simple explanation of all the specifications as well as the functions, you know, how many times you need to press the button, etc. They have, I'm glad to see, they have copied this approach on their instruction manual onto the S15, and you will now quickly show you the difference of the light outputs. So let's do, well, they're all the same. The S12 and the S15 Pro versions are the same, and S12 regular and S15 regular are the same. So the difference in the light outputs basically is the Pro versions go all the way up to 750 lumens for 2.5 hours, and the throw is 156 meters, and the high, medium, low, moon, SOS strobe, and then obviously there is the 365 nanometer UV. The regular version has a 395. I don't have it here, but yeah, it has a 395, and also the regular version has a high of 500 hours, but a much longer runtime for 4 hours, and then 650 for the turbo. And we don't get a runtime on that because you press down for the turbo. The beam distance here is max throw 109, 110 meters. Again, the Pro does, so it does 158 meters as opposed to 110. So that's the difference in the specifications. Now let's look at some outside shots of the regular and the Pro version. For the S12 Plus and S12 Pro. And I will first demonstrate them separately, and also compare them to the Keychain flashlight money can buy, for me at least, is the Rovivon Aurora 8 Gen 4. So let's do the S12 Plus first, and this one should have 3.5 lumens at moonlight mode. So that is moonlight mode. That's 3.5 lumens. That should go for 34.5 hours. The next one should be 35 lumens, so that's 35 lumens, should go for 5.5 hours. Then we have 350 lumens, that should go for 5 hours, and the beam distance on this should be around 50 meters, at least 50 meters. The next one is 500 lumens, runtime is 4 hours, so 500 lumens, runtime 4 hours. And then we have
600 lumens would be if I just press down from the off position. That is 600 lumens. It is definitely doing beyond 120 meters. I can't see beyond that because there is a turn, but it definitely is doing 120 meters of beam distance. So that is the S12 Plus with a maximum output of 600 lumens. Now let me compare that quickly, the turbo outputs of the Aurora A8 and the S12 Pro by Tunenge. This is the S12 Plus. We'll show Pro here shortly. So that's the S12 Plus, and this is the Aurora. And I would say it is quite difficult in the distance. They're pretty much the same. I see a difference close up in the beam, and so Aurora is on the right, and on the left we have the Tunenge, the one that I'm moving, S12 Plus. The Aurora seems to have, the Rovivon, a slightly colder tint, and the Tunenge has a slightly warmer tint, but up in the distance they're very comparable. The Rovivon claims 650 lumens, the Tunenge S12 Plus does 600 lumens. Now let me quickly double click again. Okay, so that is Moonlight. That is 5 lumens on the Pro version of the Tunenge S12. We have Moon 5 lumens, 30 hours, 8 meters. So here on the S12 Pro instruction manual, they do give us beam distance, the throw. And this instruction manual is significantly better. Then we have low, 30 lumens, 6 hours. This should have about 15 yards of throw. The medium is 230 lumens. The run time is 5 hours, and beam distance should be 78 meters or yards. And I would say that that's credible, doing approximately that visually. So a high of 750 lumens. Okay, and that's 2.5 hours, 158 meters, so almost 160 meters of throw. Again, I can only see about 120, maybe 130 meters here, so I cannot verify that, but it is definitely giving a nice. So now let's see the maximum outputs of the S12 Plus and the S12 Pro by Tunenge. So S12 Plus on the right, that's the turbo, that is 600 lumens, and then we have 700 lumens on the S12 Pro. So side by side, this is the S12 Plus, this is the Pro Plus. Slight difference, but definitely the Pro version has a wider throw. It covers more of an area compared to the S12 Plus, definitely. And now also let's throw in the Rovivon with the S12 Pro. So that's the Rovivon Aurora 8 and S12 Plus. Aurora has more of a spot concentration, seems to have a bit of a farther throw than the Tunenge, but the Tunenge definitely has a wider coverage, wider area, so it's a more of a combined spotlight slash flashlight. So there we go. Now also quickly, let's see how the side lights work on the outside. There we go. That's the S12 Plus. I'll show that first, and then I'll go to the S12. So that's the S12 Plus, and to cycle through the different modes, we just click short clicks. So that's blinking for the white light, then this is the UV, and it illuminates green. You probably are not seeing that on the camera, but in real life, because it is now lighting up UV on the side light, the whole flashlight illuminates green, because this is the luminescent version. So that's red light blinking. Then we have the emergency / police blue and red light, as you can see. So that'd be nice to, if you have an emergency somewhere. But the red blinking light you can also use as a bike light, and then it cycles back through. Now the way the S12 Pro version works is quite different actually. First of all, this one has the proper 365 nanometer UV light. So here what we have is, for the emergency, we have the red and yellow blinking. And that is because in certain places, certain countries, it is illegal to have the red and blue light if you're not police or emergency. So this one should be legal anywhere. So there we go. Then cycle through. This is the one that I was talking about, is the proper 365 nanometer UV light. Here we have white light and yellow light, which is very nice. So you can do one for reading. And then we also have red light. Then this blinks, again, emergency. So very, very practical. I have to say I probably like the S12 Pro side lights better, not only because it has the 365 nanometer, but for practical reasons I don't really need the blue light, and so I do prefer having a white light and a yellow light on my side lights. So there we go.
Yeah, and that's it. Thank you very much. Please subscribe.